G'day guys, what's going on? So today we're looking at a docking station, the DP1310 from BENQ. This docking station retails for about 499 Aussie dollars. It works on PC, Mac, Linux, Chrome OS, even Android. It is quite expensive, but as you'll see in a moment, this docking station is a little bit different to a lot of the other docking stations that are out there. And if you're looking for a solution that allows you to go from your, maybe your work lap to your console or to a gaming PC, then this might be the docking station that you've been looking for. Now, one of the first things to note about this docking station is that it's not a Thunderbolt docking station. It uses the display link technology from Synaptic, so it actually basically puts all of its display connectivity, all of the peripherals and everything else through some software using a USB-C connection. So what that means is if you're on a Mac with M1, M2, even now M3, you can actually use up to 3 screens at 4K 60 Hz, which is actually currently, I guess, not possible just by natively plugging in monitors to your Mac. Those Macs are pretty much limited to using only a single display. I think it's 6K at 60 Hz or something like that. But it's kind of crazy that in 2024, even on an M3 Mac, you basically are limited to one external display. So getting this docking station from BENQ, this was actually sent over for review, and today I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion on this product. I've been using it actually with my Dell laptop and my gaming PC for a number of weeks now, and it's been a pretty good experience, but there are a few notable, I guess, issues that I hope they can fix with maybe some future updates. Now, of course, inside the box, you're going to find the docking station, which comes nicely wrapped, but then you're also going to get the warranty info, the quick start guide, plus a few cables and the power supply. For the cables, they're both 1.8 meters in length, not super long cables, but long enough, I think. And the first cable is a USB Type-C cable that runs at 10 gigabits a second for all of your data, display, connectivity, all that good stuff. And then you've also got a HDMI 2.1 cable as well for your displays. Maybe if you're running a screen that's like 4K 144 Hz like I am currently, that's a really nice added bonus, as those cables can be quite expensive. Now, in terms of the power supply, what I'm really happy to see is that BENQ's partnered with a really reputable brand called FSP Group. If you haven't heard of them, that's okay, but it's just a really high quality power supply maker. This power supply can deliver up to 180 watts of power, which means you get 100 watts through the USB-C cable to your PC or your Mac to charge your laptop, but then also it supplies all of that additional power to the docking station so you can fast charge from that USB-C port on the front or from some of the other USB ports on the back of the docking station. Now let's talk about ports on the docking station, and so I don't make any mistakes, I'm going to read off a bit of a script here so we cover everything properly. So on the front of the docking station, you've got a 3.5mm audio port or audio jack, which is an input-output for your headset. And if you've got a headset with a combo microphone, you can plug that in and you won't have any issues. I've tested it with this headset and some others, and it's been absolutely fine. Then you've also got a USB-C port that can deliver up to 36 watts of power to maybe like an iPad or a phone or an Android device to fast charge, but it's also a 10 gigabit port. So if you need to do some fast data transfer to maybe like your Android device, this will work, no problems. Again, tested, verified, no issues. Then you've also got 2 USB-A ports delivering up to 7.5 watts each. So if you want to slow charge maybe your Apple Watch or some AirPods or something like that, you can do that from those USB-A ports, but they're also USB 3 10 gigabit port. So again, you can do fast data transfer to your device if you need to. Then spinning it around to the back, you've got the DC in jack for the power supply. Then you've got a USB-C port which delivers 100 watts to your PC or your Mac. So as long as your Mac or your PC doesn't go over that 100 watt limit, I guess, you're going to be absolutely fine. I don't think for a lot of you that's going to be an issue. Then in terms of video outputs, you've got a HDMI 2.1 output, a HDMI 2.1 input, a HDMI 2.0 output, and then another DisplayPort 1.2 output. So 3, I guess, outputs in total. Then you've got a gigabit Ethernet port, another USB-A, USB 3 port, which delivers up to another 7.5 watts, 10 gigabits a second, and then 2 more USB-A ports for your keyboard and mouse. So they're just basically USB 2, 480 megabits, but all in all, you've got what? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ports on this docking station. So pretty crazy and very comprehensive. So I just wanted to show you guys a real quick run through on how I've got the docking station connected to my laptop for work, and then how I switch to my gaming PC once it hits 5 o'clock. So with the docking station, it's currently connected with the USB-C cable. We've got the keyboard here in Bluetooth mode paired to my laptop, and then we've got a wireless mouse. The USB receiver is actually in the back of the docking station as well. So for the monitors, we've got a 4K 144Hz screen. It's actually only running at 60 Hz because USB-C and Intel graphics means that you can only run it at 60 Hz with this docking station. And then we've got on the side here in portrait mode a 24-inch 1080p monitor, which I usually have, Microsoft Outlook or Teams or something like that. So everything's working, everything's great. If I go and, open up the camera app, I've got a webcam here, so the webcam works. If I had headphones in, everything that plugs into the docking station just goes through that one cable into the laptop. Similar to Thunderbolt, but not exactly, because Thunderbolt, essentially you don't need any drivers. This you do need to download and install some software and drivers from the website. So it's using the display link technology. Then, like I said, when I want to switch to my gaming PC at 5 o'clock, I just press that green button on the docking station. It takes the output from the graphic card, passes it through the docking station from the monitor, and now I've got my gaming PC desktop on the main screen. To switch my second screen, because you can only have one pass through, you just basically switch output. So I just press that button a couple times and it switches to the DisplayPort cable, which goes into the back of the graphic card. For the peripherals, because there is no inbuilt KVM on the docking station, it's real simple for me. I just basically move my switch on my keyboard to the 2.4 gigahertz wireless mode. So the dongle is on the gaming PC. I get rid of my work mouse and I get my gaming mouse. The receiver, again, plugged into the desktop. And this is pretty much how I switch from my laptop to my gaming PC. And if you had a console, instead of having a gaming keyboard and mouse, you would just have your controller. So it is actually a really functional, versatile docking station that's a little bit different and in some ways better than having a Thunderbolt docking station that can only do one thing. This allows you to switch between two devices relatively easy. And if you've got the peripherals that allow it, it can actually be a very fluid and very hybrid setup. So I think for a lot of people, this will solve a lot of issues. Now, in terms of my experience using this over the past 2 weeks, it's actually been super positive. From a gaming perspective, there's been no extra or additional input lag or anything like that. It can run my screen, my 32-inch Dell screen, at 4K 144Hz, no problems at all. It supports HDR, it supports variable refresh rate, it supports G-Sync, all that good stuff, no issues there. The one issue that I do have though is that when I switch from my, gaming setup, which is running again 4K 144Hz, to my laptop, which is capped at 4K 60Hz, the display doesn't show anything. So if I press that green button, go from my desktop to my laptop, it doesn't show anything on the screen. If I've got my gaming PC set to 4K 60Hz, switching to my laptop, everything's fine. And so I think for some people that might be an issue. It could specifically be just my monitor model. BENQ has replicated it on their end. They don't say that, it's unsupported or anything like that. What I'm doing, it might be specifically an issue with my monitor, but it's worth noting for you guys if you are considering buying this docking station. So your mileage may vary. The other thing that I'll note, which I think might be something they can fix with software, I'm not exactly sure, but if you were to grab just a Mac or a PC laptop off the shelf, walk up to the docking station, plug it in, even with all the software installed and everything, basically the screens don't just come on by default. You sort of have to open the lid of the laptop, close it again, and then they all sort of just trigger and wake up. If you had a Thunderbolt docking station, you can literally just put it on a desk, put it down, plug it in, and everything comes on without any extra additional input. So pros and cons there, I guess, versus Thunderbolt versus, Display Link tech. And, if you were going to deploy these docking stations in a big environment, that extra step, having to open the lid every time and sort of trigger something to make it all wake up, might be a bit of an issue. But for one person just at home, I think you'll be okay. Now, one thing that I wish BENQ did incorporate onto this docking station, considering the name of the product is beCreatus DP1310, like on their webpage, they literally mention the word create about 14 times, is a SD card reader. From a creative point of view, something that you do all the time is take your SD card out of your camera, plug it into your laptop to import footage, and if they could just make that a, I guess, inclusion on the docking station, that would be a real nice added bonus, and I think take this docking station from being almost perfect to practically perfect. So maybe in the next version they get rid of maybe a USB port and they put a card reader there instead. That would be a really nice touch. But overall, this docking station, it's going to remain and stay on the desk. I've had a really good time using it. I'll continue to use it. It's been super helpful, even with some of those small issues. It's really cut down the amount of cables and things that I need in order to make this whole setup work, especially when I go from my 9 to 5 into my streaming mode or creating mode. It's been a really nice added bonus to have on this desk. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any comments or questions about the docking station or anything else in my setup, please let me know. If you have any questions about some of the things that I raise in terms of issues and concerns, hit me up and I'll try my best to get back to you. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to chuck it a like, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.